Good afternoon to all. First of all, happy Republic Day. Before starting the today lesson, we start to I tell you about the some historical background of the Republic Day. 12-year completion of the Republic Day, and this is the 13th years. Okay, before the republicanism in our country was run by the monarchy, somehow by the complete power of monarchy, and somewhere there is the constitutional king, especially after the 2047 Kartik 23 fifth constitution was of Nepal was promulgated, and from that constitutional kingdom, and the king was not exact power but only constitutional king was in that time. And after that, in after the second mass movement of 2062 and 63, 15 Just 2065, our country declared is a republic state, and it is great honor for all we Nepali people. And even though the whatever we expected from the republic ways of governing, that some we are achieving and some still we have to achieve. And once again, happy Republic Day. Okay, today lesson 2, prerequisites of development. Prerequisites of development means for the development, what are the bases are required. Many bases are required for the development, and some today we will discuss on in some topics of the prerequisites of the development, how the country can be developed, what are the basic things required, that is called prerequisites of development. Students, all you see on a board, they are the basic objects, okay, qualities or conditions required in order to develop the infrastructure of development, to develop the nations. Some objects are required, okay, some conditions, some qualities are required, only the country can be developed. Out of them many are there, and some examples that I have written here. First is literacy. Literacy means, in normal sense, what we understood that literacy means normal reading and writing. All you know that the changes of the society is being changed, development process is going on, yes. So that for the literacy also, there are, in previous time there were the 3 R. You see here there are 3 R: reading, writing and arithmetic. Reading, writing and arithmetic. The person of the country who can read well in a simple languages, written in a mother tongue languages, if we can read, if we can write in a normal sentence, and if we can calculate, arithmetic means we can count our money, yes, and we can purchase something, we know about the value of the goods and how much rupees we have to pay, how much rupees we will get back return, yes. All these calculations for a household ways or practical, it is important, it is very important to know by everyone. This sort of technique who are able to 3 R: reading, writing and arithmetic ability, that person used to be a literate person in previous time. Now the way the society is being developed, so changement is taking place, only limiting in this 3, that person cannot be literate. So that now 7 R is being used as a literacy or literate person who have the ability of 7 R, okay. That person can be a literate person, and the literature is the main base of the development, okay. So rights, what is our rights, what is our personal rights, what is our duty, what is human rights, that we have to know. recreations, how to be happy, how to make other happy, and that sort of creating activities is recreations. And responsibility, what is my own responsibilities towards family, towards society, that responsibility should be taken by the individual. And the relationship, we have to maintain our individual and social relationship with all. If we have all these abilities, including all three understood, including all three: reading, writing, arithmetic, rights, recreation, responsibilities, and relationship. If that seven qualities are available or are in own person, that person can be literate. Okay. Now understood, students? Okay. Now literacy rate of our country, according to the census 2068, our literacy rate of our country is 65.9%. Okay. When the people become literate, what are the advantages? When people become literate, they know about the actual demand of the country, they know about the actual demand of the person, demand of the family, how to manage the situation, how to maintain the peace, how to participate in every programs or people's participations, how to help in a development process, how to protest the government if the government is doing not good or bad. Everything only we can know when the person can be literate. A illiterate person have some lacking, they don't know about what is going on. If that persons are not literate, there cannot be form a civil society. So development process, peace process, and maintaining the social harmony in the society to save our culture and traditions, religions, all these things to manage accordingly as per the demand of the age. For that, literacy is the main thing. Without literacy or without literate persons or able persons, the development cannot be. So that literacy is one of the important prerequisites of the development. But student, when you know the literacy is very important factor for the development, and you know our data also, yes, our literacy rate is 65.9%. Yes, it means near about 34-35% peoples of our country are still, they are illiterate. During this 2068 to 77, some changement, some education standard improved. Many people may be that we will find out after the another census, which will be held on 2078. Even though this much peoples of the country are illiterate, it means they are still far from the mainstream. What's the government is doing, what is our right, they don't know the any calculation, no any arithmetic, mathematics, they don't know about the banking system, they don't know about the value, they don't know about the money, they don't know about the capital formation. In that case, you see how our country again is standing in the queue of the developing countries because of the lacking of literacy or literature. Yes, students, so literature is the backbone of the development. And number 2, people's participations. People participations means taking part by the people in a development work. If the people will take part in the development work, only the development can be a sustainable development. The development can be a output of development. The development can be a real development. So the people participation is the major thing to develop the nation. So I would like to tell you what is people participations. In a own place, I am giving one small example. Okay, in own place, many peoples nowadays, many peoples are losing the employment. They are coming back to the village. Okay, and many peoples, many youths are in a village. Okay, there is on arable land. Arable land is there, but the land, arable land is here. Okay, It is the village area, here is arable land, and here is one river going this way. Here is one river going this way, but this arable land have the no facility of irrigation. This arable land have no facility of irrigation. So many youths are now unemployed. So they decided to do agriculture here, good agriculture, technological agriculture. They want to do here because they have some technique, and some take the initiation. And they organize a consumer group. What they organize? They organize a consumer group, and they plan the irrigation from here to here and utilize this arable land. They want to utilize this arable land. They want to be self-employed. They want to do something in own area, in own village, or in own motherland. This is the demands of this present scenario also, is it? So some youth take initiations and they organize a consumer group. After that, if they organize the consumer group, they plan. When they plan, what's required? Funds required, yes, and they manage the funds in various ways, and by working themselves. Okay, they are also working themselves. They are working the hard labor. Where there is technical support, they are taking technical support from various organizations, from some villagers as a donation. Some they are taking from the some NGOs, INGOs. Some they are taking from the donor agencies. Some funds they are taking from the local level government. Some they are taking from the member of parliament. Some may taken from the national government, or you can say federal government, and they collected the funds also as per the requirement. When they able to irrigate that arable land, the production can be more, people can be self-reliable as well as dependent, self-dependent. The job opportunities can be, employment opportunities can be there, self-employment also, and they can provide the employment to others also. So that people's participation is the major factor. People participation is the important factor to develop the nation. So why people's participation is important? I am writing some point. Exact decision. Suppose by the federal government, every decision cannot take suitable in a proper time, because they don't know the situation of that places. The people from the same places, they know very well about that situation. They know about the availability of the water of that river, yes, and they know about the actual distance also. They know about the flow of the river also. They know about what sort of obstacle can be here also. They know everything. So that when there is the people's participations, in that time exact decision can be taken in a right time. So exact decision is the very important thing for the development. Another is management of funds. I already told, yes, I explained. Funds can be managed as per the requirement. I have given the various examples. Okay. Another is completion in time. We have seen many development projects were arranged. Yes, many development projects were arranged. Many plans were executed, but while executing that, finishing or completion in a time we haven't seen. Why? Because there is lacking of the people's participations. If peoples they are working themselves, if they are working hard, if they are involving themselves, in that time the program, the plan, there is no doubt, students, that will complete in a right time, and that can be a fruitful, that can really help the development of the society and country. To develop feeling of ownership. Yes, if you are doing, if you are investing your money, if you are investing your sweat, yes, hard work, in that time you feel that is mine. You feel, you started to love that work. If you are involving yourself, you are guarding that, you are keeping secure that, that you are preserving, that you are maintaining, that sort of feeling will be developed when people participations is there, so that the work whatever they had done after the output also, the output will continue for a long time. So we can say sustainable development can be there from the development done by the people's participations. Okay. Another is to maintain social relationship. We have seen in our area, yes, especially in the city area, peoples are living inside the room. Now the condition is look like that, but in another time also peoples have no mutual relationship, less mutual relationship. Peoples are going for their work, getting back, enjoying with their children, or watching television, or operating mobile, so on. But relationship between or among the members of the society is not so strong. Yes or no, students? But if people's participations will develop, the social relationship can be developed. One simple example: every Saturday, if in your society plan to maintenance of our surrounding, cleaning, yes, in that time we make to each others, we talk to each others, we recognize to each others, we know to each others, we know some problems also, we know some whatever they are observing, achieving also, whatever they want, you can feel, you can share your feeling also, you can know about the persons also. So that because of the people's participations, social relationship can be developed, and it is the very important, because human being is a social creature. Okay, students. So people's participations is one of the important factor for the development of the society and development of the country. Now another is entrepreneurship. Another is entrepreneurship. Nowadays in market, all the universe, all the world is being globalization. There is not only competition in a local area or inside the country, competition is with all the country or among all the country. In that time, on individual, by using that mind and budget, is it look like impossible? So that nowadays we have to invest in a group by using the various minds to produce the quality and quantity goods within a period of time and to supply the demand of the consumers. That sort of situation is in this world. So that we have to develop our entrepreneurship. When the country produce more entrepreneurship, the country can be developed. For the real development, entrepreneurship skill is very important. Students, what is entrepreneurship? You know actually what is entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is skill to run, okay, industry, trade or agriculture. Yes, whatever that is the business sector, either trade, agriculture or the industry. If we want to develop in a broad way, some minds, techniques, plans are required, and that skill is called entrepreneurship. Yes, one simple example: in class 7 and 8, your teacher is teaching you how to make a compost fertilizer, how to make a compost fertilizer. Many students are there, everyone have their interest, yes, thinking and ability. Some students think, what is this, only writing something and getting and achieving the marks. Some students may think, by making the compost fertilizer, I will sell my all compost fertilizer all over the country. That will help enhance the economic status by developing the agriculture standard. If some students think that, they plan to make the compost fertilizer and provide to the all farmers. They manage that sort of plans, they execute on ground. They may be the very rich and prosperous person in the future. It means the arts, techniques, skills to run industry, business, trade, agriculture, where the special art, having a courage, having a investment ability and plan, that sort of technique is called entrepreneurship. Okay, why the entrepreneurship is importance? Why the entrepreneurship is importance? If one students or one person have the ability of entrepreneurship, first he or she has not go to search a job either in a country or in a other country. If he or she may the self-employed, number one. If entrepreneurship technique is very good, that company project is working in a good ways, in that time not only the self-employment, that project or company can provide you all many job opportunities. So creation of job opportunities can be number one. Yes, self-employment and creating job opportunities. Number two, maximum use of means and resources. If there are means and resources for the real development, means and resources should be used, optimum use is required, only development can be by the entrepreneurship skills. Whatever that wasted materials also we are making as a compost fertilizers, which enhancing our agricultures. It means optimum use of means and resources, various means and resources can be utilized, so development can be. Point number 2. And point number 3, what is the point number 3? Because of the entrepreneurship, that country can be developed economically, individual and country can be developed economically. When you are getting the job opportunities, if you are self-employed, you are earning, and if you are providing the job opportunities to others, and the governments also are getting the tax, and economic development is blooming, taking place in that time. Because of the economic development and the individual economic development, country can be developed. Because we are talking about how we can develop our country, actually what are the requirements for the development. Yes, students, so this entrepreneurship technique is the very important technique, very important things for the development. Okay, now peace, another important thing is peace. Okay, what is peace? All we know, peace means no war, no conflict, no violence, only brotherhood, harmony, friendship. This sort of situation is called peace. Where there is peace, only there can be a development. Where there is peace, only the life can be a happy, the life can be a safe, and the life can be a prosperous. So peace is the very important factor for the development. Students, how we can maintain the peace? Yes, now we are looking, we are observing, we are watching in the television or many others mass media in our country somehow violating the peace because of the various ways. And if we know how we can maintain the peace, how we can maintain the peace? First of all, to maintain the peace, our judiciary should be independent, and our judiciary should be independent as well as well decisive power. When everyone gets justice, when everyone will feel secure, I will get the justice, in that time peace can be maintained. If I am feeling I will get the justice, means who are the criminals, they also sure if I will do any crime I will get the punishment. In that time peace can be maintained, number 1. Number 2, awareness and the employment opportunities. When peoples are aware, when peoples are educated, yes, when peoples are getting employment, in that time there is the possibility of the maintaining of the peace, yes or no? Because if the peoples are getting the opportunities, getting the employment, in that time peoples will be busy, yes or no? Peoples will be busy. When peoples are busy, in that time they will work, think for good, they have no time to think for bad, they will continue their work, and in that time there is no any lacking on them, they are able to fulfill their needs. Only if that situation will be there, there cannot be a conflict. So, employment opportunities is also another important factor, only we can maintain the peace. Number 3, discriminations. Because of the discriminations, yes, various discriminations, if there will not be, if there will be equality, there cannot be a the war, conflict or violence. Because of the gender discriminations, yes, just in our country, in this 21st century also, what sort of cases we have seen because of the love affair between two castes, how the caste discrimination is taking place and some innocent boys were killed. Yes, this is the situation of conflict, this is the situations of violence, this is the anti-peace activities. Why? Because of the discriminations, gender discriminations, because of the caste discriminations, because of the racial discriminations, because of the class discriminations. Yes, there are various discriminations existing in a society. In that time, there cannot maintain the peace. So, to maintain the peace, there should be a equality. There should be a equality. Equality means no discriminations. Only peace can be maintained. Next, what is the next point can be? Think, students, you also think. Yes, how we can maintain the peace? If there is the proportionate development, the peace can be maintained in a good ways. One simple example connected with the again that caste discriminations. Okay, especially in city area nowadays we have seen less caste discriminations rather than the village area. Yes or no? Why? Because peoples are aware in a city area, they are educated. So, if that sort of situation can be on the basis of proportionate development. Proportionate development means development should be in each and every corner of the country. People should be educated everywhere. People should get benefited in everywhere. In that situations, only that peace can be maintained. One simple example, students, if there are two dogs, okay, if there are two dogs or three dogs, if one person throw a own big bone here, yes, own big bone here, the dog will run here to here, here to here, here to here, and they started to fight to each others. Yes or no? If all the three dogs will get the bone separately, they will not fight, because they are eating whatever they are getting. Yes, if they are not getting, they are fighting to each others. So, that sort of situation will be created. In that time, peace cannot be maintained. So, by the proportional development and inclusive representation, by inclusive representation, means the peoples has to get chance and opportunity from each and every caste, class, place, area and so on. Women also have to get opportunities, and any caste also have to get opportunities. The person from Dolpa also have to get opportunity. When from Mustang also getting opportunity, Rupandehi also getting opportunities. If an handicap or differently able persons also getting opportunities, in that time only peace can be maintained. So if peace will be maintained, only development can be. During the time of Maoist insurgency, our country development pace was so slow. That is the real example. And if we see all over the world, where there is militancy, where there is the lacking of the peace, having the natural resources, look like Afghanistan and many other countries, having a more and much natural resources, the countries, Palestine you can say, yes, are not being developed because lacking of the peace. So students, peace, entrepreneurship, yes, and literacy, people's participations and many others are the important factor to develop the nations. By this way, today I summarize the my lesson, prerequisites of development. I hope you enjoy the class. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.